Hello Sagittarius, Johnny Alchemy here. Thank you again for joining me on my channel. We're going to be doing your mid-January tarot card reading for January 2024. So let's hop right in, pull out some cards and see what's going on. Again, this is going to be a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Everything here is to empower you to make the choices necessary to create the outcome, life, or reality that you want for yourself. Okay. Okay, let's talk about the long-term to recent past. So let's start off here with the major arcana of the Wheel of Fortune. We got the Wheel of Fortune in reversed. So two things here. If there was any opportunities out there, and, you know, in the reverse, it may seem scary, but we do have some positive cards here, actually. So anything that in the past that didn't work out, it was for a reason. You know, I know, there's certain things like destiny and karma. There are things that are beyond us that, we have to deal with and have to accept in our life, And even just for some of you, it could just be a turn of luck for some of you, because it's really saying, this is the wheel of life and it's always turning, it's always moving. The only constant in life is change. That's the paradox, but it's so true. And we all exist on this wheel of life. So we all take turns being on the top of that wheel. We also have turns where we're on the bottom of that wheel. It's just the rules, It's just the nature of life. We have to go through that ebb and flow, the peaks and valleys, all of that stuff. So if there's any type of hardship, again, this is talking about the past, long-term past, especially being a major arcana. So anything from 6 months to longer, a year ago, all that other stuff. So anything here where, you really went through that period, I think for some of you, you've gotten to learn some emotional fulfillment from there. We also got the 9 of Cups. That's why I say that. It's really saying, I think for some of you, there was an emotional purging that had to be done. There had to be something where you had to release some type of emotions that no longer served you, or maybe that was not meant for you anymore, so that you can have this emotional abundance that you had in the past to learn from that, so that there was room and space for that to exist, so that you can take those journeys that you had to take in order to get to that point. The 9 of Cups is talking about, a person makes a wish and then now they get that wish and they get all of these cups to drink from, and they're able to actually sit down and enjoy them to his fill or to their fill, So really it's saying for some of you, by going through that journey, it's only served you to get more abundance of some kind. We also got the 6 of Cups here. Kind of the same exact thing. I think with that emotional purging, I think as you're able to release and let go of old emotions, you're able to have more pure emotions to exist. Maybe a more pure love to exist as well. Again, we have children sharing these chalices filled with flowers. So really it's saying, that you're able to give this love. Whether it be that divine masculine and feminine energy, as you can see here with those children, could be even possible love or reconnection with old friends from the past, whatever it may be. So really I see here for some of you that by doing this process and by accepting that process, when we are on the bottom of that wheel and it's our turn to go through it, but you have made you've gained a lot of things from there where you're able to be more emotionally abundant. And as I say too, when I see flowers, I think of nature. When we are on the bottom of that wheel, that signifies darkness. It could be a dark night of the soul. It could be very difficult or challenging times. But that is where we have our most growth, and that is where transformation takes place. You think about a flower as these children have. A flower grows from a seed. Those are two different things in terms of what they look like and what they are and what they need. And a seed is planted in literally the darkness of the earth, where it is buried under soil and is also surrounded with fertilizer and all these other dead things, but those are the things that it needs, all those dark, uncomfortable, kind of gross things to happen in order for it to get the nutrients it needs to grow into a flower. So really, first, as I say, you think about that, it's like some of us may be turned off by those darker times, but those are the times that really will serve us if we just embrace them and realize the purpose that they serve, which I think for some of you understand that. And as I said, I just see the imagery here. You have a 9 and you have a 6. It's like imagining this number 9 is spinning like the wheel does. You got the 9 on the top and it becomes a 6 on the bottom, all that stuff. So it's weird to see that imagery as well. You have even another 9 and 6, which is kind of crazy. Okay, enough about the past. Let's talk about the present. So again here, let's talk about this 6 of Wands, victory for some of you. This comes in right in the middle of your spread. So as I said before, you have made, like, the dark times are over, and now there really is some type of victory that you may be experiencing right now. It could be, as I said, emotional fulfillment, emotional abundance. Again, 9 and 6, again, that wheel turned, that 9 turned, So really, for some of you, this is a very big, victory moment for some of you. Again, let's talk about the 9 of Pentacles. Again, this comes right underneath that 6 of Cups. Again, I just want to show you again, the 6 turning into a 9. Again, that wheel turns. So really here, the 9 of Pentacles talks about, you have made yourself into someone who is self-sufficient, self-assured. You have learned how to provide for yourself on a very deep level where you now gain abundance of some kind. So really here, as I said, you're the one who made this happen. There are a bunch of beautiful things that you have learned from that darkness of that Wheel of Fortune reversed. So really it's saying for some of you, you have used, and again, that flower imagery, she's in a grove full of grapes, and those bushes full of that fruit as well, So really it's saying that you've made this happen. You've grown from that darkness being buried in the earth into something new, something abundant that you can take from, live from, and enjoy. Again, we have even more abundance, the 9 of Pentacles right here. So really, as I said, this comes right underneath that Wheel of Fortune reversed. So I think this is a personal journey for some of you. Like, you understood, if there was something in the past, again, long-term past, that really was a challenging or difficult time, you knew how to take care of yourself, how to plant those seeds so that in the future you could reap from that efforts, and you can reap what you sow, if that makes sense. You made the best of that situation, and you've learned what you needed to learn by choosing yourself, by choosing and realizing you need to take that journey inward, not outward. There is something inside you need to realize and learn, not something that you need to learn from someone else or some type of external source. Again, that person is on horseback, just like that 6 of Wands as well. So yeah, you took a journey, and really it's paid off for some of you. There's victory, there's celebration, there's abundance. So there is a lot of things to learn, as I said, from those darker moments in life. Now we got more things talking about the future, talking about things to consider as well. 3 of Swords here in reverse. Again, love to see this in reverse, because it's really saying, any type of hardship that you have come from in the past, you've learned how to heal from them, or are healing from them in general. You're learning not to be stuck in the past, not to be stuck to that pain, and you're learning how to move forward, to release yourself, forgive, and love yourself at the same time, and to allow your heart to heal and become whole and one once more by removing those swords, removing that pain. We also have the 7 of Swords reversed. So again, very much that same energy. It's saying, you've released yourself from any lies or deceits or betrayal that may have happened in the past. Lies and deceit, especially in terms of anything coming from fear or pain. So for some of you, if sometimes fear and pain and can cause all of these, belief systems in our mind that cause us to feel lacking or limited. So I think for some of you, as I said, you have all these abundant cards. So it's really telling me that you've come to peace with them. You don't let them control you. You've removed those swords that may keep you stuck in the past, and now you've gotten rid of them. You've learned to find truth from the lies, truth that's able to benefit you and serve you better. We also got the Justice card here in reversed. So again, I have a feeling for some of you, it's like it's saying that there is number one, I have a feeling it's just saying there's more to come. If that makes sense. If you are, whoever this resonates with, if you are feeling this abundance and emotional fulfillment, all of this victory, you know, it's really saying there is more to come that I can feel with this card. Because as the Justice card always says, you know, whatever actions we take, there's always going to be a consequence that we have to be accountable for. So really, I think for some of you, if you've taken the proper actions to deal with anything from the past, now there is more to come in terms of better consequences or better things that you are responsible for. As I said, abundance and all this other joy that you may be feeling right now for some of you. So really, this Justice card is saying, you know, that's karma. This is in the same line as that Wheel of Fortune reversed. So it's saying, like, by working on yourself, you've answered your karma. You've answered any type of, decisions from the past, any type of actions from the past, and now you've learned how to be accountable for them. And by doing so, again, you create a better reality from that. You are able to grow from there into abundance. So let's pull out some more cards for clarity. Let's see if anything kind of wanted to pop out there. Knight of Pentacles, again, double synchronicity. Okay, so really it's saying, you know, you wanted to focus on abundance through any type of hardship. You wanted to focus on growth. King of Pentacles, yeah, abundance even more. Using your power of choice. Using your power and taking control. This one wanted to pop out. Seven of Swords again. No, this is the Five of Swords? No. Five of Swords, never mind. I thought it was a seven. I was like, oh my god, double synchronicity. Close, no cigar. Okay. But as I said, Knight of Pentacles, not going to touch on that too much because I already said it before, but you took the responsibility to make this about you, to make it about your own abundance and growth from those dark times. Even more so, King of Pentacles. So really, I think this resonates with that there's more to come, you know, in terms of like the court cards. You go from Knight to Queen to King. You know, so I think here is showing that, you know, if you took that journey of being responsible to make the best of your situations from the past, that's you practicing your power and controlling your situation in life. So this is the King of Pentacles energy, and you're creating something long-lasting and permanent that you can take from and thrive from in the future, that abundance. So I think here that's some type of wisdom or lesson or energy that you can channel into for the future, because now you know how it feels like to do this, and you know what it's like to reap the benefits and get those rewards from by doing so. So really, I think that's a big wisdom and lesson, because now you can take that forward with you. And finally, the Five of Swords here. It's funny, all the swords come here in terms of big things that, talking about things to consider. It's like there's things here. It's like the Five of Swords talks about, you know, releasing or cutting ties with certain people or belief systems that no longer serve you. You know, these people have gotten into some type of skirmish or little battle, little quibble, you know, and this person stands victorious, you know, maybe a little smug even, you know, but it's saying, you know, that whoever is not meant to be in your life, whoever or whatever belief system does not serve you, you have walked away from that, or you have cut ties with that person or situation or mentality. You know, so really here, I think it's saying you went through this big healing process, and now you are able to reap those rewards. Let's pull out a few more cards. Reiki cards right here to see where the energy's at. What are we talking about? Yep. Honesty. Love to see that. Perseverance. Yeah. Oh, you jumped out. Okay. Serenity. Okay. So here it says honesty. Yep. I think, as I said, you know, when we go through dark times and times of uncertainty or times that are challenging, for those of you who really have made the best of it and who resonate with this reading so far, I think here you really had to say to yourself with honesty, you know, like, this is the situation, you know, life may not be the best right now, but I have to make the best of it. You know, everything here is happening for me, not to me. It's happening from me as well. You know, again, that Justice card. So now I have to take accountability for my situation, whatever it is, and I have to make the best of it so I can move forward, you know. And that's very hard to do for some people when they are faced with challenges. Some people just choose to run. Some people choose to suppress or repress those things and fill it with distractions. So it takes a strong and intuitive person to face challenges with honesty. Perseverance, very much that same energy, as I said before in that honesty card, persevering through those challenges because you know that things will change, that there is a new day every day, and that every new day you can choose to be someone or something new and to change your situation. Change your mentality too with a lot of these sword cards. So here I think that as well, that perseverance that pushed you forward. You saw a bigger picture. You saw a deeper purpose to all of this. Serenity as well. This could be a time of serenity, as I said, that emotional fulfillment, that abundance, that victory. This could be that little big sigh of relief for some of you, as I said. So really, I think this could be a time of serenity for some of you where you could really start to feel more at peace, where you could be, as I said, now you had your turn at the bottom of the wheel. Now it's your turn at the top of the wheel. Again, life moves forward. Life is always changing. That is the constant. So again, this could be that top of the wheel moment for some of you Sagittarius. Oh, love that. Okay, so 2 more cards here talking about advice from the universe. Big themes. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, it says not for you. I look down here at these sword cards especially. So as I said before, any type of pain that held you back from the past, any type of lies or deceits that stem from fear or pain as well, and also removing anyone that did not support you or who were not in alignment with what you needed, especially possibly during those difficult times. It was really saying that you cut those people, belief systems out of your life. You learn to understand that what isn't for you. And as I said before earlier, there was a purging process, as I said in the beginning, talking about the past. So that was that purging process, I think, for some of you. I think maybe that was a little wake-up call that some of you needed to make that transformation and make that change, to change the script, and change your narrative. We also got light beings. Interesting. As I said, this could be a time of serenity for you. This could be a time of light as well. Also, light beings, it talks about spirit guides. It talks about our angels, our higher power, whatever you believe in, whatever spirituality you may be, even religious as well. So really, it's saying, you are being guided, you are being watched over, protected, and loved by those light beings, if that makes sense. So really it's saying everything has a purpose, in that card you could see the universe, you could see all these planets, there is a much grander picture in our little speck of earth that we have here, in our little speck that we are as human beings, tinier than a grain of sand. That's what human beings are in the grander scheme of all of this. So really it's saying, even though we are that small and tiny in the grand scheme, we are still being watched over, loved, and protected. We are just as worthy as anything out there by those higher powers to receive this love and to receive this abundance. So this is kind of what I see for some of you Sagittarius. I mean, whoever this resonated with, I think this is a very powerful moment for you. I think this is a time, as I said, for peace. And also a time for you just to enjoy your life, to bask in your power, to make the most of your situations, and to just really take advantage of your abundance, and a time to be truly grateful because you know what it's like to be on the bottom of that wheel. And now I feel like for some of you, you're on the top. So again, if this reading did resonate, don't forget to subscribe. Also to click that like button as well. Don't forget to leave me a comment. I gotta end this because I'm losing my communication right now. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. There we go. But that's all I got for you right now. Thank you again for watching. Very much appreciate it. And I will talk to you very soon. Goodbye.